My name is Lisa Traucht. I am 48 years old, and I'm here at St. Joseph's Hospital of Orange. Priscilla.
Hi, I'm Pricilla, Malagon Bond. I am 39 years old, and I'm also here at St. Joseph Hospital in Orange, California. And today is August 2nd, 2021.
How do we know each other?
I've worked at St. Joseph since 2006, and I remember Peggy still walking in with you and going, "This is our new social worker." You just have this aura about you that just drew people in, and it was really nice to see that in our new palliative care social workers.
I don't think we've ever talked about why you wanted to be in this field.
It started because I do love oncology patients. And how that came about is I still remember him. He was a young leukemic. We became very close, and I was a very, very new nurse at that point. So it must have been in 2007. I remember just helping him. He had a lot of nausea with his chemo, and there was something about him, and we became friends. And the last day that I saw him, he was about to get chemotherapy, and he said, "Stop, I don't want this. I want to go home. I want to be on hospice, and I want to go to Vegas and have fun. I'm 20. He was so young. He's like, "I need to go." And then we called the doctor, we stopped the chemo, we called hospice, and everything was being set up like really, really fast. Like he wanted out of the hospital that day. And he always wore this bracelet, and he gave me his bracelet, and he said, "I really want you to have this to remember me by forever." At that moment, I knew that this is where I wanted to be.
Yeah, and maybe we should talk a little bit about what palliative care is, because most people really don't know, and they think it's hospice.
That's
right?
true.
So this is one of our hurdles. It's for people with serious illness that are facing sometimes end-of-life issues or just facing a life-altering diagnosis. But we can come in at any point in a diagnosis, day after or at end of life.
Is there anything that really stands out to you about last year?
We started working outside of the hospital, so I worked from home, my little office off the backyard. I just remember calling family members, and so many of them had so many regrets. Why did we go to that restaurant? Why did we go to that family outing? Like, we shouldn't have gone to that. We shouldn't have done this. We shouldn't have done that. That stands out. I wonder how that complicated their grief afterwards.
I was so caught up with go, 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 go. Saw one patient, then I went to the next. I had a baby last year.
Yeah.
So I was in happy baby mode and coming back to work. I think when I first put on that gown and all that PPE, I didn't even have time to process it. I just did it.
Well, I was thinking about that one case that we had, a husband and wife, and that was one of our more, probably in January. Son was an only child. He lived with the parents. I know they were raising beds so that the mom and dad could wave to one another. He was just devastated by this, and the father died first.
That's right.
And then they were trying to figure out how to help mom, because mom kept saying one thing to the staff and another thing to him. So she was saying, "I'm done. I am so tired." She was on a BiPAP. I think he was intubated. And the son, like, his suffering was so deep. He's an only child. I'm an only child. You don't really know what that's like. There's so much pressure, I think, and just everything. Like, you're it, right, for your parents. And they live together. Watching him just struggle to make decisions, and she ended up dying about a week and a half later. So he lost both of his parents. When we met, we actually met outside. It was his wife, myself, and him, and just, I mean, oh my God, he just sobbed. That kind of primal crying. And there was nothing we could really do except for be with him in that moment. And I just try to imagine what that was like for him, both parents.
What kind of things sustained you in this last year?
I like to walk my dogs every morning. I have a lab and a chihuahua. That's just a great way to kind of start the day. And sometimes I'll listen to like TED Talks or like Super Soul Sunday. That actually helps me a lot. But the other thing I like to do is to walk with my son and my husband and our dogs again at night. What about for you?
I have my baby girl, my 1-year-old, and my 3-year-old Bradley that keep me very busy. Leaving work at work and being mommy every single second that I'm with them. Bradley really got into Legos, so building his Legos is amazing. It's very therapeutic.